Chris Taylor. And these two gentlemen look like they are ready for a fight. There you go. Matchup here today. Here tonight in Springfield, Mass, are excited. Chris Taylor on his way through the curtain. Chris Taylor. We're excited to see him back here tonight. of Johnny Santos, Sebastian Cage, and Chris Cage to take on Kamikaze, Chris Taylor, and Thunder. This is going to be a big matchup, folks. It's going to be an incredible matchup. I think both teams are trying to decide who's going to start. Thunder's starting for his team. Now, I'm not sure who's starting for the team of First Class just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rick. That was a mouthful right there.
This is a big matchup, Matt DeCourt.
It is an absolutely huge matchup, as you learned firsthand at the top of the hour, Rick. Well, I shouldn't say the top of the hour, the top of the show, I should say. It's been a long night, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
But First Class, they have, begrudgingly to say, I might add, they have ruled the roost. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Trying to see what's going on.
A little bit of a commotion. Referee Joe Robbie now coming out now.
Another referee coming out. Is there some fan disturbance?
I think they need to clear all the attire, all the garb, if you will, of First Class. But because that's the thing, Rick. They think they can do whatever the hell they want. They run roughshod. Again, I say that completely begrudgingly in New Age Wrestling for the better part of the year. For the better part of the year, these guys have just won everything. They've cheated like crazy and just completely rubbed it in all the fans' faces. And they do not care because whether anybody likes it or not, I assure you most of them do not, as I'm sure you can tell, they are at the top of the class here in New Age Wrestling.
It's Thunder and Chris Cage, it looks like, starting out from our angle.
And speaking of Thunder, Rick, Thunder has been the object of most of the disdain from First Class ever since this has been going on. Thunder and the regulators, they have not liked the antics, the tactics, anything that First Class has done. They have tried to stand up to them, but once again, every time they seem to get one over on First Class concocts another devious scheme to put Thunder back down. But Thunder, he's had enough of it, and he has some amazing partners here that can hopefully put a little dent in the allure of First Class.
As I was saying before you made it back to the table, I have not seen Chris Taylor in quite some time. He's making his return here tonight for New Age Wrestling, and of course Kamikaze is quick as lightning.
Absolutely. You call him Kamikaze for a reason. He is explosive. He is, at any moment, he could just blow up with a flurry of offense on anyone. He is one of the most impressive, physically gifted, athletically gifted wrestlers that I've seen, not just at New Age Wrestling, but abroad. And you mentioned Chris Taylor. The last time I had seen Chris Taylor before I got to New Age Wrestling was probably 2018-19. And he had completely transformed himself. Yes, he has a new allure about him, a new swagger. He's a former New Age Wrestling champion. The man who beat him was Chris Cage. Not only that, but they injured him after he won the title. So now he's just making a return to claim what he feels like is his and simultaneously, I should say, end the reign of terror that is Chris Cage in First Class.
Chris Cage hesitant about getting in the ring with Chris Taylor. I understand why. Chris Taylor probably wants to get in. Chris Cage.
This has been something that's been brewing for months, as I mentioned, Rick. These two, there's a lot of animosity still to be had. Last month, many people thought Chris Taylor was going to wrestle Chris Cage one-on-one, and there it is. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the mind games that these guys play. Chris Taylor wants nothing more than to get his hands on Chris Cage, and Chris Cage will do everything he can to make sure that doesn't happen, and Taylor gets frustrated, and his mind is not where it should be.
He's just messing with him. Now in comes Kamikaze. This should be an interesting matchup right here because both are lightning quick.
Well, Rick, I guess you can say it's going to be lit and it's going to be explosive.
Dropped down by Sebastian Cage. Misses the clothesline. And he's just stretching Sebastian Cage. And he drops him down.
don't know how he's using these, Rick.
I have no idea.
They're all sweaty, too. Ew. That was a bad idea in hindsight.
Taylor in now with Sebastian Cage, lifts him up for his slam. He throws him down hard. You win for a shooting star off of Chris Taylor's back.
It looks like Kamikaze might have overshot it a little bit, but he got enough of it to hurt Cage.
In the buckles goes Taylor. Cage follows up and over the top onto the apron. He misses, and he just drags Taylor's throat right across the ropes. And the cutter.
And that's the thing, Rick. Make no mistake, these guys hate each other. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These guys hate each other. So that's the thing. They're going to be going hard, and that's where some mistakes could come. So these guys got to stay focused, keep their emotions in check to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen.
Now here comes Chris Cage. Of course, when Taylor's knocked down and taken out a little bit. He just dropped all his weight on him. Choking Taylor.
And that's the thing. Chris Cage wants to make sure that Chris Taylor, what he considers a problem, I consider Chris Taylor a hero, to be honest with you, standing up to these guys. But he wants to make sure that his Chris Taylor problem goes away.
Ref Dave getting Chris Cage out just so they could choke.
And that's
Chris Taylor.
Right there, Rick, is a prime example of what first class does. They bend the rules, they straight up break the rules, they make no bones about it, and that's how they're able to gain advantages and, hell, even championships.
What a chop there by Cage. He's got him there. Looks like he's only going to get in that ring with Taylor while he's knocked away. Sebastian Cage now working on him in the corner.
But look, for all the tomfoolery, for all the cheating, these guys legitimately are a great team, Santos and Cage. You see it right there. Quick tags, isolating Taylor away from his partners, keeping the momentum firmly on their side, and just impressive maneuvers. As much as I hate to admit it, these guys are talented.
In those kicks to the side, the midsection, the kidneys of Chris Taylor, that's going to hurt and going to affect him entirely. Johnny Santos is no dummy when it comes to taking his professional wrestling opponents out.
He's no dummy, but I'll dang sure rub it in your face. That's a heart of a dragon that Chris Taylor possesses, and of course, as I say that, I jinx him.
Taylor able to get out of that pinning attempt. Johnny Santos helping him up by his right arm. About to make the tag. In comes Sebastian Cage once again, going to the top rope. And he comes down hard on that right arm.
And that's the thing. That's why seeing things like that make me want to like these guys, because they're doing very classic things. They're focusing on a body part, breaking you down piece by piece. Very classically, technically sound. But again, it's just they just can't get out of their own way.
Like I said earlier, in the evening, it's smart tag team wrestling. Cutting off that ring, working on your opponent in your corner. Another arrogant cover by Sebastian Cage. Nobody is going to win like that.
I'm sure they would love to, though, to add to their arrogance. But either way, Chris Taylor, he's got to find a way to get over to Thunder or Kamikaze, because right now he is in a bad way in that first class corner.
Chris Taylor starting to fight back out of that corner. He nails Chris Cage. Santos catches one. He goes behind. Cage goes behind. He picks up Taylor in a hard slam to the mat. He thinks he's got him. Kamikaze interrupts it.
And let me tell you what, Thunder looks like he is ready to bring the Thunder. Kamikaze looks ready to explode in the corner. And again, they're not helping their cause. They're inadvertently distracting the referee and is allowing Chris Cage to use those. Have I mentioned that they use questionable tactics, Rick?
They absolutely do. With distracting the referee so they can take advantage of it. Kamikaze trying to get Taylor riled up, getting the fans behind him here.
Now the lit superstar Sebastian Cage back in the ring with some thunderous forearms. Didn't mean to do a pun there, folks.
He is really, I think he might be out on his feet. Cage going to be calling for something. Off the ropes, Taylor catches him. Surprisingly, he has enough strength. And a slam right across the back of Taylor. He needs to make that tag, Matt.
And here he goes. Let's see who it's going to be. Let's see who it's going to be.
Thunder gets tagged in.
You can feel the electricity in the arena right now, Rick.
Huge clothesline on all three men. Takes out Cage, and now Cage again. Santos doesn't see him.
And this is the rivalry right here. Thunder has wanted to destroy Johnny Santos for months, and now he finally has a chance.
Under by Johnny. Thunder catches him. Huge choke slam on Johnny Santos. I believe that was Chris Cage that interrupted it.
Broke it up at the last second, Rick.
Now him and Kamikaze outside the ring. Thunder has Santos in the ring. Into the ropes. Reversal by Santos.
Meanwhile, Kamikaze and Cage are all the way over by the snack bar.
This is unbelievable matchup, Matt.
Things are breaking down quickly here, Rick.
Thunder got taken out by a clothesline. Maybe needs to make that tag so a fresh Chris Taylor can get in on it.
Kamikaze and Cage are just, Chris Cage that is, are just completely ignoring what's going on in the ring. Kamikaze just beat,
into the wall. Sebastian Cage took him down, Taylor off the ring apron and threw him into the wall again. He's taking him out.
This place is getting demolished, so I don't think Sebastian Cage cares about any property damage at this point.
Santos and Thunder, the only ones in the ring now. Thunder pushes him to the corner.
Kamikaze goes flying over by the concession stand.
This is pure chaos, Matt DeCourt. This match is all over the arena.
Literally and figuratively, Rick. My goodness gracious.
Santos now trying to get a referee in the ring. Calling Cage.
Ref Dave is trying to keep some semblance of order. Wait a minute. What is going on? Kamikaze.
Off the concession stand with a flying head scissors on Chris Cage on the floor.
Dear Lord.
This is unbelievable. Watch out, Johnny Santos with a chair on the leg of Thunder, taking his knee out.
And Ref Dave's got to be in three places at once. He can't see it.
Right across the knee. Unbelievable. Those dirty tactics, Matt DeCourt.
And Rick, this is exactly what's been going on here for months. As much as someone tries to step up, anybody, multiple people try to step up and stop it, nobody has yet. It's a shame. It's a dang shame.
Ref Dave back in the ring, checking on Johnny Santos. Now going outside the ring, checking on Thunder. Major coming in, the second referee, trying to help out and restore some order.
The rest of the regulators are coming in as well, trying to help one of their own. It looks like Thunder might be out of this match, whether he wants to be or not. I don't want him to be, but
maybe taken out. Looks like they're trying to help him out of the arena.
This is not good, folks. Thunder is the powerhouse of this team. They're going to miss him dearly.
They're helping him. Ian's trying to tell what has happened as they're assisting him to the back.
Regulators making sure that one of their own gets back to the back, okay. And meanwhile, Kamikaze looks like he's...
What a suplex there by Santos on Kamikaze. Kamikaze is surprisingly is able to kick out of it. Now looks like Santos might be getting a little frustrated. It's officially 1-on-3 now. I don't know what happened to Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor was thrown like a ragdoll into the wall several times. Sebastian Cage tried to use him like a wrecking ball. He's down and out. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue either.
Going for a side Russian leg sweep there by Sebastian Cage on Kamikaze. Now tagging in Chris Cage.
Rick, this is not good for Kamikaze. He is in there with a pack of wolves right now, and they smell the blood.
They do not look ashamed at what they're doing here tonight.
No shame whatsoever, Rick. This is how these guys operate. This is who they are. This is what they do.
Snap here by Cage. Now going for a chin lock. Taylor working his way up back to the corner. It looks like he's struggling to get to the apron.
But it's a good sign that Taylor is finally able to get to his feet. They're going to need the heart of the dragon, the heart and soul of New Age Wrestling, Chris Taylor, to get in there.
Cage now with a hair pull, pulling him down. Choking Kamikaze. That's going to keep him from flying around the ring, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. Again, as much as I hate to admit it, these guys know exactly what they're doing. How do you stop the explosive high flyer? You keep him grounded. Tremendous ring awareness there from Chris Cage.
Unbelievable night tonight in at the court. Cage with a huge chop. Kamikaze needs to make a tag if Taylor is capable of being in there.
That is right, and what a way to cap off our run here in New Age Wrestling at the Eastfield Mall. I can't think of a better send-off. Well, I can. It would be first class losing, but that is very debatable right now. But wait, Rick.
Kamikaze. Spinning DDT on Chris Cage. He needs to make a tag.
This could be the opening to Kamikaze. He needs to get to Taylor. Taylor is ready. He is recovered. He wants it.
He looks like he's having trouble. Cage down as well. Referee counting up to 7 now. Kamikaze sitting up. There's the tag. Both men make the tag. Taylor and Sebastian Cage are in. Taylor with 2 huge clotheslines.
All that pent-up rage, all that pent-up aggression that have been festering for months is coming out right now.
Spine buster right there on Johnny Santos. Taylor now. Here comes Chris Cage. Huge spinning forearm there on Chris Cage.
Taylor signaling to Kamikaze. I don't know what's going on here.
There's a moonsault onto the floor by by Kamikaze.
Signature explosive offense right there.
Chris Taylor in the ring with Sebastian Cage. Sorry, the action is so hot and heavy tonight. I'm forgetting names.
Oh, it's all right, Rick. It's hot in here, but that's because the action is electrifying.
Splash into the corner. Into the corner goes Sebastian Cage. Taylor better watch out.
Turn around, Taylor.
He picks him up. He catches him by surprise. Sebastian Cage. Holy cow. Sebastian Cage rolls him over.
But there's Kamikaze to make
out from under him.
And that's the thing, that was impressive tag team offense there from Cage and Santos, but
First Class is looking surprised.
well, that's the thing, I don't think anybody's ever lasted this long with them in a multi-person tag team match. Usually they cheated their way to victory by now. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Kamikaze in, clotheslines both Santos and Cage. Chris Cage making his way back into the ring. Taylor is here.
It's down to Taylor and Cage.
This match has been pure chaos, a complete war. Taylor now into the ropes, reversal by Cage, tuck under by Taylor. There's a big boot. There's again. He's calling for it. There's a nope. He gets out of it into the corner. Up and over. There's a roll through by Taylor. Up and over. Huge spine buster there by Chris Cage. It would be smart now to go
Chris Cage, one of the best spine busters in the business, but wait. Thunder trying to come back
trying to make his way back into the arena.
Thunder trying to come back into the match. The regulators pleading with him, no.
They are begging him to go backstage, go back into the locker room. He is an injured man.
Well, as they say, Rick, hate is a hell of a motivator, and there was a lot of hate for First Class on Thunder's part.
Oh, God, Johnny Santos hanging right in front of us. That's the Sebastian Cage.
Thunder's a one-man wrecking crew.
Making his way into the
The
ring.
rest of the regulators are getting into it.
Chris Cage now stomping on Thunder as he was trying to get in the ring. Unbelievable. He's coming. Oh, down he had him. Go for a cutter. Taylor now. Huge DDT by Chris Taylor. First Class. What an incredible matchup. Unbelievable matchup. Team of Thunder, Taylor and Kamikaze getting that victory finally after fighting so hard. Santos and Sebastian Cage sitting over